Welcome back to another episode of Out Loud Geek, where we discuss news and views about pop culture, science fiction, fantasy, food, cooking, the outdoors, and more. It's been a few weeks since I did my last video about the social media platform known as Twitter. And in that video, I talked about how its owner, Elon Musk, had instituted what he claimed were going to be temporary read limits of tweets across the entire platform, with users segregated into three different groups. Those with paid verified accounts who are allowed to read around 10,000 tweets per day, those with unpaid unverified accounts that aren't considered new accounts who are far more limited to only being able to read around 1,000 tweets per day, and finally, those who have unpaid unverified accounts that are deemed to be new accounts who are limited to reading even fewer tweets than the previous category. So as of this past weekend, Musk decided to rebrand the entire Twitter platform to a single letter, X. Musk has had a particular fondness for the letter X for several decades. In 1999, he co-founded an online bank under the web address x.com, which later merged with a competing company called Confinity. In 2000, Musk was voted out as CEO of x.com, and less than a year later, in 2001, the site and business were renamed as PayPal. So it doesn't sound like the board liked the x.com brand, now does it? In 2002, Musk founded the company known as SpaceX. In 2015, Musk's car company Tesla released the very popular SUV known as the Model X. In 2017, Musk bought back the x.com domain name from PayPal. At the time, Musk tweeted, "Thanks PayPal for allowing me to buy back x.com. No plans right now, but it has great sentimental value to me." In April of this year, Musk changed the name of Twitter Inc. to X Corp. And let's not forget the name of Musk's child that he and his partner had in 2000. I'm not going to attempt to say it because it's so cryptic, so I'll spell it out instead. X, the non-English character AE, A-XII, Musk. The non-English AE character in the cryptic name apparently represents the Elven word for artificial intelligence. And the A-XII, with the latter part being the Roman numeral for 12, is the name of an aircraft that's a precursor to one owned by Musk. Imagine going through life with a name like that, knowing that it was done to stoke your father's ego. So when I logged into my Twitter account earlier this morning, sure enough, the longtime Bluebird logo of Twitter was gone and replaced by the nondescript letter X. The Twitter name is very well known throughout the world thanks to the tireless efforts of those who owned and worked for the company before it was bought by Elon Musk. By rebranding it, he's throwing out a very world-recognizable trademarked name and replacing it with a generic name that means absolutely nothing. At least with SpaceX, it's not just an X. Or with the Tesla Model X, which is also not just an X. In both of those cases, there's at least a context that provides meaning to the X. Musk's handpicked new CEO Linda Yaccarino, who had previously worked for NBC Universal, tried to explain the situation by tweeting yesterday, quote, "X is the future state of unlimited interactivity, centered in audio, video, messaging, payments, banking, creating a global marketplace for ideas, goods, services, and opportunities. Powered by AI, X will connect us all in ways we're just beginning to imagine," unquote. In other words, it's the one-size-fits-all and be everything for everyone philosophy, neither of which are typically satisfactory in the end. As for the new logo, The Verge described it as follows. The new X logo, meanwhile, is whatever. Musk has called it an interim X logo, which he suggests will be refined over time. It appears to have been picked from a design submitted by Sawyer Merritt, who says he based his submission on a font found online. It's so generic that it appears almost identical to the Unicode character mathematical double-struck capital X, U plus 1D54F, and then it shows the symbol, which is how Musk has been able to tweet the logo in an entirely text-based tweet. A neat trick for sure, but a damning indictment of how generic Twitter's interim logo is. The company launched X.com, but that redirects to Twitter.com. I'm not personally impressed with the oversimplified X name or the new logo. In mathematics, the letter X is often used as a variable name, and it's also quite common for the horizontal line in a graph to be referred to as the x-axis. Not only is Musk going to have a difficult time copywriting or trademarking the letter X, it may be difficult to prevent others from using similar marks that could create confusion in the marketplace. This is because single letters are often used in common words or phrases and may not be considered unique enough to warrant legal protection. He's throwing away a well-known trademarked company name for a generic, meaningless name because, for whatever reasons, he loves the letter X. Then there are the other connotations associated with the letter X. Has Musk not heard of X-rated movies and shows? The association between the letter X and very naughty adult material and websites has existed for many years. If someone shares a video on Musk's rebranded X social media platform, are they supposed to call it an X video? Because there is an X-rated video website with a very similar name. I don't think that Musk truly considered all of the ramifications of changing the platform's name to X. Maybe Musk should have renamed the platform to Doo-Doo Land. The rebranding is probably just one more attempt by Musk to gain attention not only for himself, but for the Twitter website, which is being increasingly upstaged by Meta's new social media platform called Threads, where I have already created an account. And as far as all of those new services that Musk and his handpicked CEO have been alluding to, I strongly suspect that only paid verified accounts would have access to those services. In fact, I'm sure that the primary impetus to develop such services would be for Musk to take a cut from every transaction. And Musk understands transactions. His first website, X.com, was an online bank that was later renamed as PayPal.com, as I mentioned earlier. Thus, by rebranding Twitter as X.com, Musk has essentially revived a website URL that went dark 22 years ago. So I don't think that it's mere coincidence that Musk wants to offer online banking via his resurrected website that's also now a rebranded social media platform. This sounds too similar to what he began in 1999, but with a lot more services to be offered. To be honest, I don't know how much longer I may have an account on the site now formerly known as Twitter. If the site becomes a purely pay-to-use site, I will definitely abandon it. Thanks for watching today, and a huge thanks to everyone who has subscribed to our channel. We appreciate your support. If you enjoyed this video, please press the like button, and please feel free to share a comment. If you'd like to help support this channel, please press the red subscribe button, and please press the bell to receive notifications for new content. You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, and Twitter by clicking on the links in the description. Until next time, this is Out Loud Geek.